They take my kindness for weakness, still coming.
Welcome back to NQPC. As you've probably seen from the videos before, I am doing a lot of stuff about fitness, nutrition, but I wanted to show you guys with this video what else we're going to tackle. And the big thing I wanted to achieve with this channel is I wanted to demonstrate like a day in the life of someone with a disability, the challenges you face, and obviously how people can help other disabled people deal with it. And obviously as well, if you're watching this as a disabled person, you might be able to relate to what I'm about to tell you. Right, let's get real for a second. Obviously, bullying's inevitable. It's happened to me, and I'm going to share with you some of the things I've experienced. So, obviously, one of the obvious reasons I was bullied was because obviously of my disability and the disability with my legs, as well as a slight problem with my arms. And obviously, this comes down to, unfortunately, some people are not used to seeing disabled people around every day. Some people are uneducated in it, and some just don't feel comfortable around it. So I understand this to a certain extent. However, what I have experienced is, obviously I walk through our local shopping centres and you do get people that stare, and that's something that you, as you grow older with a disability, you do get used to, and you develop a tolerance for it. But then obviously, as my friends and family know, that gets to a certain point where this does get too much. Now, I know people stare for one reason, and that's because they want to find out and they're curious, or they're not used to seeing it. Now, if you're curious, like I've mentioned in my first video, I'd rather you came up to me and asked a question rather than stand there staring at me, looking at people like I'm an alien, when really I'm just your average bloke and I didn't develop properly, therefore I have what I have. Another challenge I've faced in the past is problems when it comes to dating, and obviously, as a disabled person, it's quite hard for you to start dating, especially if you've got a lowest confidence level or you just don't feel comfortable around it. And I've experienced some elements of this myself. For example, with my first girlfriend, one of the reasons we broke up was because she wasn't fully comfortable with my disability. Now I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking it's a bit harsh, but then also you need to look at it objectively. Some people, they think that it's more of a thing of, I'm a good person for doing this, when really you want someone to look at, well, my whole thing with this channel is I want people to look at us not the same, but on an equal playing field. And that's the sort of thing you want to look for if you're a disabled person looking for a relationship. You want to find someone who just sees you and doesn't really see the disability. And a good example of where I found this is with my group of friends at the moment. My group of friends at the moment, they don't in fact see my disability a lot of the time. In fact, sometimes they even we'll be in school, going around on all day, and they'll forget that I'm in a wheelchair, and they'll go down the stairs and go, oh wait, we've got Charlie, we can't. So then they head off the lift. They don't actually see my disability. And obviously, I have had that problem with friends as well, because in the past I've had friends that, when they found out about the reason me and my first girlfriend broke up, they sort of took that and ran with the idea and decided to pick on me because of that. And yeah, obviously I'll be straight up with you, it hurt for a little while, it hurt, but then you sort of realise as well, again, it's just people being unaware of what they're saying and how little things can affect a person. And a lot of people say, how do I stay so calm about it? And it's because you have to look at it as in, it's not something they want to do, it's just something they've done through instinct. And you sometimes just have to highlight and make people aware of it. Now, I know what you're thinking, you're probably watching this video going, this is a bit heavy for a YouTube video. And yeah, it is, but then I'm not trying to make you feel sorry for me, or I'm not trying to make you feel sorry for the disabled people. All I'm trying to highlight is that it happens, and it's just my coping mechanism for it. Like I said, with my friends, me myself, I don't take my disability that seriously. Like, I'll be the first person to make a joke out of my disability because it's the way I am. It's the way I was brought up. My family did the same. They're all light-hearted about it because if you get too bogged down with it, you then look at it and use it for sympathy. Whereas that's a wrong way to look at it. You could look at it as in like it's just a trait, and that's the way my friends see it. Really, they see it as a trait of me. It's like me being ginger. I'm just ginger. It's nothing that's major. It doesn't have a massive impact on my group's friendships. It's just the way we work. Another good thing about it is that, again, if you have a bad day, like I have days where you do sit there and you think, I'm sick of people staring at me. I'm sick of not being able to do this, not being able to do that. I'm sick of not being able to run easily. And yeah, you do have days like that, but then that's when you need them friends. You need them friends that you can fall back on. You need that family that you can fall back on if you are able to achieve that. But again, it's just the thing of, you have to, it's a balancing act. Like my friends know that I take my disability lightheartedly. They can make a joke out of it, but then I also know there's no malicious intent. Whereas when someone stares at you, you don't really know their intent because you don't know them as a person. So whereas that's why I'd rather someone come up to me, talk to me on a personal level and ask me a question, rather than just stare at me and then carry on walking. Because I don't feel uncomfortable asking questions. I feel uncomfortable with people staring at me. And it's just something that you have to be aware of, and if you're an able-bodied person, just maybe take a slightly different approach, and if you're a disabled person, maybe not obviously, I'm not saying go up to everyone and talk to them, because no one wants to do that, and some people aren't comfortable with doing that, but maybe just make people more aware of it, and also find people that you can talk to, and find people to share your opinion on it. And although it seems like quite a serious topic, I think people just need to realise that it's not as big a deal as they create it out to be. Like, for example, with my friends, I'll be straight up with you guys, it's a bit of an embarrassing thing to say, but I can't put my shoes on for shit. Like, I'm stuck, that's it, I can't go anywhere. But then, my friends, they're that used to it now, where I'm just like, hey, dude, can you put my shoes on? It's like, yeah, it's fine. They don't worry about it. There's one story where me and my friend, we decided to have a few drinks before we were going out. And then I've gone to my friend Spray and gone, hey, can you put my shoes on? Him being half cut has decided to try and put my shoes on. However, he can't find my foot to put my shoes on. Although it does have a negative impact, but then you can spin it to see a positive. Like, we've got loads of stories out of it. Another story that we had was, one time me and two of my mates decided we were going to go down to our local town centre from school, because we had a load of free periods. And so we got down there, and it took half an hour to get down there. And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, shit, I need to pee. And I can only go to the toilet really in a disabled toilet. So I've turned around to the guys and gone, right, I need to get back to the school because I really need the toilet. They're like, it's a half an hour trip, Charlie, how are we going to get back in time? My friends are skinny as fuck. Not all of them lift, okay? So they've had to peg it to school and get me there. But then my friend decides, oh, actually, I'm really thirsty. I'm going to go get some water. I'm sitting there like, hey, Emmy, I need to pee. Can we get to school? And then we got back to school, and it took me 10 minutes to try and get up and to go to the toilet. So you do get funny stories out of it. Another funny story would be, again, I was up in London seeing the Tate Gallery with my friend. And then I'd gone to go to the toilet. I got into the toilet and then realised my wheelchair wheel was hanging halfway out. And then I didn't trust getting back in. And my brake wouldn't connect to the wheel. So I couldn't get back in. So then next thing you know, I'm tapping on the door trying to get my friend to open the door. Next thing you know, my friend's coming to put my wheel back in position. And when we walked out, the old lady's giving us a really weird look. So you do get funny stories out of it. And it's something that you can see as a positive and not only a negative. Like, my friends also, another benefit that we have is when we go to see gigs. For me, it's quite easy for me to, when I get tickets, whoever I take with me comes free. I'm not saying that that's a massive positive, but there are areas of it where it does work and it makes life better and more interesting. So you just sort of have to take everything with a pinch of salt, and if you do have questions, don't be afraid to ask them. So now I've sat and talked to you for ages about different things we have trouble with. Now I want to just finish off, I want to highlight that one, it's not a massive detail and you don't need to put a lot of effort into it, but you just need to be aware of it. And if you do, as an able-bodied person, if you do see it in the public, and you do have a question, maybe go up to them and ask the question. Or maybe also drop it in the comments. If you do have a question, I'll do my best to answer it. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.
Don't feel that